illustrates preference assessment. A preference assessment is a way of directly identifying objects care recipients like most. The basic idea behind preference assessment is to provide care recipients with potentially preferred objects and seeing which ones they typically choose over others. A preference assessment involves 3 steps. 1. Talking with relatives. 2. Generating a menu of potentially preferred items. 3. Presenting the items to the care recipient and keeping track of preferences. Before beginning with the assessment, let the care recipient interact with each object for 30 seconds each. Place the first 2 objects on the list of preferred items in front of the care recipient. Make sure the objects are positioned right next to each other, with 12 to 24 inches separating them. When the care recipient approaches one of the items, for example, grabs, makes eye contact, makes a positive statement about the object, allow access to the item for 5 seconds or so. Remove the other item immediately.
So in the handouts that I gave to you, you'll find the link to that particular video as well as 3 others that I provided for you. But because of time constraints today, I'm not able to show all the videos to you. But you'll notice if you watch them that you don't need to just touch or point or pick up the object that motivates you. The person that's being assessed can use their emotions, such as giggling or smiling, to show you that they are motivated and they like what you're doing, and therefore it's a preference, it's reinforcing to them. So I've prepared a role play for you guys today, and we're going to do a paired stimulus preference assessment. You're going to be assessing the likes or reinforcing likes of this person. Okay? So you've got a data sheet here, which has been pre-labeled with the items that you've chosen. So I've taken the liberty of choosing some items that I may find reinforcing to the people you're working with. So they're all labeled there, and what you're going to be doing is, once you present them, the person makes their choice or their non-choice, you're going to be recording it on the data sheet. And we're going to go through as many trials as we possibly can, just to give an idea of what's going on. So here are the items. Put them on your lap so they're out of sight of the person that you're working with. And you're going to present the first 2. You've got your data.
Okay.
Okay, got the data.
Okay. All right. And then we'll go. Okay, so then I'll let her sample which one.
Exactly, because she's not approaching either of them.
All right. This one. Cool. Okay, and then
You're going
I'll
to
present them
represent them,
again?
exactly. Because you ultimately want her to
there.
hopefully
Okay.
choose one of them.
Okay, so then I move to the book and the chip. So I've done Winnie the Pooh and data hand,
Yeah.
so we do it systematically.
Yeah,
right?
systematic, exactly. So book and chip.
Okay. Well, that's what I would have picked as well.
So she's clearly got some preferences.
And we approve. Okay, you like drawing? Okay, we've gone through the whole cycle now.
But you haven't introduced each one. So, for instance, then you can go down to here and you can do chip and Etch-a-Sketch.
Okay.
It's like very systematic the way you go through it, because each thing has to be presented with something different. So you can clearly define which ones are preferable.
Okay.
See, now you're finding it. You're seeing
Mm-hmm.
doubles of
Preference
things,
for,
preferences.
as well. Okay, so I get the idea.
You get the idea?
Yeah.
Now in this segment, she clearly chose one thing over the other. She never actually chose both.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can just do one. Pretend to just choose both, okay? And this way you can see what you have to do with that.
Okay, let's say I went with maybe the two art forms. Block
Okay, you
like
block
this.
her. You basically block her by holding the things down the table so that she can't take one of them away. Okay? And then you want to reintroduce them to hopefully get her to decide upon one of them. And there she goes.
Okay.
So clearly the Etch-a-Sketch is something that, and this way you can certainly, and if you pair up things, if you look through your data collection, and if you've got things that are very common, like high motivators, like they've been chosen many times, you can listen to because you're going to have to do this with other people. You can pair the two of them together. Okay, if you pair the two of them together, then this way you can distinctly see, okay, well they're both really high motivators, but yet she still likes one of them more than the other. And then you can find, the idea is to categorize them at the end by counting up how many times they were chosen. The ones that are chosen the most are obviously the most highly motivating. So those are the items you want to use to get her to do the work that she dislikes the most. The ones that she needs the most prompting for, the most motivation. So you hold those as your big ticket items. The ones that, that she doesn't choose very often, that don't seem to be very motivating to her, is fine, because there's going to be work that she does without having to be motivated. You can give her those ones. So you don't have to motivate her a lot to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a question? Yeah. No? Okay, so does that kind of make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, that gives us a little bit of an idea, and then you'd go through all of them before you'd make your final assessment.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
That's good.
As I said at the beginning, I'm going to give you just a small post-training test to assess what you've learned through the training process today. So if you just like to take this, let's pen from pen. It'll take you 3 or 4 minutes to do. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, is everyone finished?
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. Take your pencils. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would like to thank everyone today for coming out to this presentation, and I'd also like to thank the agency for inviting me here today. If you have any unanswered questions or need any type of clarification, I'm going to be here for the remainder of the day to help assist you. I appreciate your time and have a great day.